Hello and welcome to Tea Time, where we serve you tea and also serve the most recent entertainment stories on planet Earth. I'm Toyin Abraham and I'm here with Lakwe Banjo and Ife Oshinkeye. Hi guys.
How comes we didn't get an intro today? I'm really annoyed with you. How comes we didn't get an intro today?
It's not every day that it's Christmas.
The
Lakwe Banjo. There's only
preferably her, what is it that you call me?
Majesty.
Her Majesty the Queen.
Yes, the royal wave. Are you practicing? Ife is not amused, by the way.
Yeah, it's all right.
But if you are the queen, then Ife is the king.
No. It doesn't work like that.
Ife, are you the king or what?
He's a peasant. I'm joking.
He's a peasant. Oh my God. Did you just say that on TV? He's not even going to dignify you with an answer.
It's fine. He knows I'm joking.
So what's up?
What say you
today?
Are you a king or royalty?
Ignore.
Sorry?
Ignore.
Ignore. I should ignore whatever she says.
Yeah.
Okay.
And whatever you say too.
I didn't say anything. She was the one that was doing all the saying.
He doesn't want to talk about it. We can swiftly move on to the next topic.
Right. Okay. All right. So let me reintroduce you guys. You know, Her Royalty, Her Majesty. All right.
Are you just trying to wind him up?
No. We're moving on to today's topics for the day. We've got scoop on Tamar Braxton, Reno Omokri, and many others. But our first story is on Toyin Abraham, who says, "I am next," in reaction to Linda Ikeji's baby delivery. Okay, so Ife, you want to go first?
Well, Toyin Abraham.
It's just like Fatia Balogun as well.
To Williams.
To Williams.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she announced her engagement a couple of months ago, and some people came forward to saying that, oh, it's fake. So I think we're happy for her. She's engaged, and obviously she's looking forward to having a child. So I think she's just using Linda Ikeji as a point of contact to her own blessing.
Do you not think by any chance that it might be a hint that she's already pregnant?
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible.
Okay.
And it's also, it could be just wishful thinking.
Okay, all right, Lakme.
Yeah, I'm not convinced she's pregnant.
Okay.
I think, she's just like, as they would say, prophesying into her own life.
Yeah.
No, I wish her all the best. I hope I'm not sure if she has any kids. I was trying to do some research on if she's had kids, but I don't think she's
as far as I know, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm not sure if she's having kids.
I don't think she does.
Yeah, so I mean, I hope she, does get to have a child or gets pregnant soon. I mean, she's going to have to get married first because she's already engaged, isn't she? So, yeah, hopefully it all goes well for her.
Yeah.
And she's been married once. So,
yes.
Yeah.
Isn't her ex-husband the guy that Mr. Real did the song about?
No, they didn't get married. That was a boyfriend.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, but that's awkward anyway.
Okay, so the whole thing is regarding on the back of Linda Ikeji, giving
having a baby,
yeah. Okay, so...
And then I think some questions have been raised about Linda Ikeji's baby, and some people are trying to pick some points from what Kemi Olulonyo was talking about.
Okay, before we delve into it, because I was going to bring this up, so still on Linda Ikeji, the popular blogger celebrates her 38th birthday today with a beautiful testimony. So before we go into that testimony, if I conclude what you were saying earlier.
Yeah, so some people are saying that, okay, first of all, Linda's post-delivery picture in the labor room had no nurse or no medical official.
He had a nurse. I saw her and I took note of her name. It was Ruth.
Yeah, that is the nurse right there.
Yes, Ruth.
No. This is the one she posted today.
You mean before?
When Kemi was talking about.
Okay.
Then there was one that had just a sister, and it looked photoshopped. If you look closely, it looked really photoshopped.
Listen, I know for a fact she's had that baby. I don't think it's a surrogate.
No, if he's taking us from what happened yesterday and bringing us to what's happened today.
Yeah, but Kemi's saying that she's a surrogate and she's doctored the whole thing, right? And I'm saying, based on what Linda's posted today, in light of her testimony, which is obviously her son and having a child at, a relatively old age for a woman, I don't think she's lying about anything. I mean, why? Exactly. And also, I don't like the fact that she's...
No, nobody thinks she's lying. I'm not trying. I'm just saying that, look, some speculations... you were not here yesterday when we spoke about the issue. You were?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So... yeah, I just didn't notice. I'm sorry. So,
go on.
Bizarre. You must have been talking to yourself.
No, sorry. You skipped my mind. You were not around on Monday, right?
Yeah,
I
think that's
skipped
what.
my mind. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
So back to that. Kemi is saying that, look, no, what type of father wouldn't be there at his baby's delivery? Even if you guys are not married or married, the guy wasn't there.
Okay.
Now, there was no picture of the medical officials until now that we're seeing this. So, you know, a lot of questions are being asked. And then the 10 months, which I defended on, because I'm 11 months, so I think that's possible. So
you still keep reiterating it. If I were you, I wouldn't think you would mention it.
You do realise 11 months is 2 months late.
Yeah, it's 2 months late. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not.
No, but she told you why it was.
No. That's not even the issue. Is that like? I thought it was. You could only be.
Under, not over.
No, I thought you could be over by a month and under by like a couple months.
No, trust me.
So you were 2 months overdue.
But this is Nigeria. I've heard people who are overdue
11 months.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said 10. That's
said
a new
11
development.
months.
Wow, that's almost a year.
It's like.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm getting confused now. I
you
thought you said 10 months.
No, I said 11 months.
11 months.
11?
Yeah, that's almost a year.
11 months.
Okay.
You might
But
want to double check
Lako,
on
you
that.
must have heard though.
Double
I've
check
heard people.
what? Are you telling me about my
1
life?
year, 2 years.
2 years pregnant.
But
Elephants are pregnant for 2 years. Not human beings.
No, I'm serious. But let's not get into it because, and I think they said there was some diabolical stuff.
Yeah,
involved,
okay, no,
so
I've
let
heard
me
those
know.
stuff. But
there you go then. So
No, but mine wasn't diabolical.
No, I'm not saying so. I'm just
how
like.
do you know? You weren't alive.
No, that's part of the reason why my name is Ifeoluwa.
What's that got to do with it?
Don't worry. You're not Nigerian, so you won't
Oh
understand.
yeah, because you have my passport and you know my identity. Just take several seats, please.
Okay, I think we need to come back to the story before we start an argument. I think Ife was already telling us, giving us like a background.
Reasons to believe why it could have been doctored.
No, reasons to believe, just
He
saying
was just
what
telling us
people are
what
saying.
exactly and what
but there's
Kemi
still
was
reasons.
saying.
I'm not saying you believe it. I'm just saying there are reasons why people are
guess
agreeing,
smart.
possibly agreeing with her.
Yeah.
But I still feel like, one, Linda didn't have to go to the extent of posting anything and posting her labour pictures. Two, you're right about the nurse being there. And three, she is in that hospital and she has given birth because my sister also gave birth at that hospital and my sister's currently in Atlanta.
Oh yeah, that
so
reminds
she
me.
saw.
Kemi said she worked at that hospital and she called in to visit Linda and there was no record of a Linda Ikeji in that hospital.
So where does she? So wait, how would she
No,
have done that?
she may have given birth under a different name. Who knows? Maybe for anonymous.
Well, I'm just saying what Kemi said.
I mean, I think the Kemi woman is
I
making
think you guys should just go and check it out.
Because we could
and
also
just-
say
yeah.
that, how do we know she worked there? How do we know she put in the call? And they're not allowed to give details. on people's-
exactly.
No, like she
So
said
maybe-
she called to visit.
Yeah,
But you can't
do
if you're
that.
not
You have to
family.
physically be there. The last person that did that, when Kate Middleton was pregnant, and somebody prank called and said, "Oh, pretended to be the Queen of England," and the nurse gave her details of the fact that she had morning sickness, and this is not even when she had the baby. This was while she was just pregnant.
Yeah.
She killed herself a couple of days later because of the amount of backlash she got from doing that. So hospitals generally don't give that kind of. It's like really
Private.
confidential. You can't just tell someone, just rock up to the hospital.
So maybe Kemi Olulonyo has some explaining to do.
She's got more than that.
All
to
right,
do.
time for a break, but stay tuned to find out the latest on Tamar Braxton.
Guys, my name is Femi Adebayo. Keep watching Tea Time on Plus TV Africa. Don't change it.
That money we shoot every person that we know we can shoot. We don't let people die there.
You could have killed me for a long period of time.
That time why I carry gonorrhea. I first go hospital first, but it didn't no go. Now I come make that mama.
He just pulled it, he pointed and shot.
What is the soul of a man?
They suffer too much. They suffer too much.
Issues around the Nigerian police, we have to tackle it holistically.
Welcome back. You're watching Tea Time right here on Plus TV Africa. Up next is this headline on Tamar, apparently Braxton, who defends her Nigerian boyfriend over marriage allegations.
What did you say? Apparently, it's Tamar.
It is apparently
No,
now,
you're right.
isn't
It could be Tamar or Tamar.
I thought you knew for a fact.
No, but she pronounces her name as Tamar and her family. But there's someone else in Nigeria called Tamar, and she says Tamar.
Okay.
So it's up to you.
Yeah, but I think we should pronounce it in the same way that the person
Yeah,
actually...
so Tamar, yeah, in this case then. I think Tamar was obviously previously with her sister's manager, who's Toyin Braxton, Vince Herbert. They had one son, had a bit of issues with infertility for a while. She had a child, Logan, and I love Tamar. I've been following her very, very well for a very long time. And she's now with a Nigerian, apparently. A Nigerian, I don't really... It depends.
What,
I mean, if I would say he's not Nigerian because he just said I wasn't Nigerian.
Oh, I see.
I would say...
No, we've actually
you would
talked
say
about
this guy
it.
isn't Nigerian.
No, he did say, we talked about it. You weren't here, I
Okay,
think.
but I'm saying, based on what he just said to me, then technically this man
this
also
not,
isn't Nigerian.
Since he's been there since...
books,
He's been there since 16?
Yeah. Anyway...
no, you can be there for as long and still think like a Nigerian, but when you've been there for a few and you don't think like a Nigerian, that's what doesn't make you...
What, you're saying Lakme doesn't think like a Nigerian?
No, he didn't just say it. You said, if you haven't been there for...
Don't worry, just go on.
No, go on. Say it with your
let's
chest.
just go on.
Say what you want to say.
With my chest?
Yeah, say it. Say
but my chest don't speak.
No, it's a figure of speech.
Of course I do that.
Yeah, so go on.
So many shades are just going
Come
left.
on, man, let's just go on to the story.
Then don't make comments if you can't defend what you're saying.
I don't want to defend what I'm saying.
Back to what I was trying to say earlier, is the fact that in his case, he's obviously an African-American, well, I wouldn't, Nigerian, Nigerian.
Nigerian.
Okay, Nigerian-American.
He's been there since it was 21.
Okay. Nigerian-American. So, and he's obviously somebody that has a lot of, kind of American culture infused with him. So he's met Tamar.
Yeah.
He's also quite sound as well. I mean, he went to Harvard Business School. And she's coming to visit him and his mum, his mum when she comes over. But she tweeted that she was on a table surrounded with him and his friends. And I'm guessing they were having, he probably speaking pidgin or something.
Pidgin, yeah, probably.
And she said she couldn't understand what he was saying. Yeah. But she seems very obsessed with his looks. And considering Vincent Herbert was...
she is obsessed. That was what I was telling Ife on the day we spoke about it, that she seems to be more into him than he is into her.
Well, we don't know that.
I know, but I'm just saying, based on what I saw, because I watched the episode on with Wendy, and she was talking about him, and in her description she called him a lunchbox, and she was like, you could see that.
Yeah, I mean, even in this tweet she said, he's as fine as hell and whatever.
Exactly.
And she does seem very obsessed with his looks. I mean, no offense, but Vincent Herbert was, severely kind of overweight, and he had to undergo like a lot of surgery to lose the weight, which he's losing rapidly now. But in Tamar's case, she's a very pretty woman. She's kind of obsessed with this guy's look. But I don't think it's too easy to say that she's into him more than he's into her. We don't even know what he looks like. He hasn't come out to say anything about.
He has dreadlocks. We've seen him lying down because on the
Wendy Williams show.
Yeah, but there were pictures of it even online on the stories.
Well, I don't know. I think it's a relationship. You can't really say one person's into someone more than the other because they.
I can, because like I told you.
Because you're in their relationship, aren't you? But anyway, the point I'm trying to.
No, but surely you should be able to see these things, and you should know because you're in a relationship. He's in a relationship. You guys know how it works. So let's not dilly-dally about this stuff.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Anyway, moving swiftly on.
What are you talking about? First of all, back to Tamar.
Yeah.
I think in Tamar's case, she's, like I said, she's into him. But what's really interesting is that, the Nigerians have come out to say that make sure this guy is not married to a tribe of women.
Is it the Nigerians, though, or the Americans there that have said,
I don't know where these people are from. I'm assuming that they're Nigerian because it's usually Nigerian people.
Let me quickly ask you, if do you think they're Nigerians or they're Americans?
No, we wouldn't know. It could be a user. It could be a
what
Nigerian.
You think? It's a user, definitely, because I saw the picture of the woman just like giving her like advice.
Well, the point is Nigerian men seem to be very prolific because they have this kind of trait. And,
over there?
And no, not generally. Over there. Generally, that people feel like,
be careful.
Promiscuous. No, it's a trait that the people
Even
think that
within Nigeria, if you're marrying a man in Lagos and then they say,
that they're not married,
are you sure he's not married in his village?
Yeah.
You get, so
I mean, it's a trait, and it's like,
thing.
you know, the promiscuosity, if that's a word. But anyway.
Say that again?
No.
Oh.
The fact is, Nigerian men are known for being promiscuous globally, which is why people are coming to her.
I don't think she's
Can you let
about...
me finish my
point? No, but what I'm saying is I don't think it's about promiscuity. It's about just, you know, that having a wife back home doesn't mean you're promiscuous.
Yes, it does.
No.
Okay, fine.
Just if you have a wife back home and you're having a relationship, does that make you promiscuous?
I don't know. It's completely up to you. It's
all right then.
Completely up to you.
All right, say your points then.
No, I'm done. I'm done talking.
If I want to ask you what your take is, because you've been quiet all through.
About
Majesty.
Tamar Braxton, I think she's in love with this guy, and love is a beautiful thing, and who cares, man? Like, who cares if whatever... And I like what she said. She said, whatever anybody says is not a business, something relating to that. And so she really doesn't care, and she's coming out to defend this guy, and this is a woman in love. I think we should just be happy for her and just wish her the best.
Okay. Blackway, final thoughts?
Yep, seconded.
Seconded?
Yep.
What you're saying, exactly the same thing he's saying?
Absolutely.
All right, for once, both of you are on the same page, not ever opposing or All right, time for another break. When we come back, it'll be time for another interesting conversation, but this time it will be on Reno Omokri. That's when Tea Time on Plus TV Africa continues.
My name is Fredrick Leonard, and I'm here to tell you to keep watching Tea Time on Plus TV. Don't touch that dial, because this is where it happens. God bless.
I actually moved back to Nigeria to open a bakery. This was my goal, and everything I did up till this point was in preparation for this. First of all, life was great because I moved in 2015 right before the recession, right? It was awesome. I was like, wow, there's so much money out here, man. The cost of overheads, power generation, water, you have to be your own local government. And there are no tax breaks. Many places where, where they realize the small business environment is difficult would offer some kind of tax breaks and incentives. We don't do that out here. We want you to come back. We want you to, to start businesses here, but we're not going to do anything to help you. All my experiences in the past have led me ultimately to where I am now.
Welcome back. It's still Tea Time right here on Plus TV Africa, and we're swiftly moving on to our next story. Reno Omokri says, ladies, if you like a guy, but he's too shy, then make the first move. So, Lakwe, let me come to you. Do you agree with him? Do you think he's making sense, or do you think that will be defeating?
I think it's each to their own, really. I think, yeah, if you want to make the first move, make the first move. If you want him to make the first move, then he should.
So you agreeing with him, or disagreeing with him, or sitting on the fence?
I'm sitting on the fence on this one.
Okay, and your basis or your reasoning for that would be?
I agree with what he's saying. He said life is too short, find your happiness. If he's not going to shoot his shot, then you should.
Okay, so let me put you on the spotlight here. If someone was to be shy and, you liked him and he liked you, what would you not think it was demeaning, or I don't know, would you?
To be fair, in answer to your question, I don't generally, I know this might sound a bit
You don't like shy guys?
Yeah, I don't like shy people.
Oh, right, okay.
Full stop. So, and if a guy was shy, I just think he doesn't have enough...
stamina.
No, I don't want to use the term I want to use, but
okay.
I don't think he's...
I was trying to be polite when I used the word stamina.
Yeah, you know what I'm trying to refer
yes,
to. Right? Yeah, I just don't think he's got enough guts.
That's what I'm saying, and then that's why I was asking you first, because I know a lot of women would think that way as well. And that's
but I can't speak for all women. I'm speaking for myself. I'm saying, me personally, I generally don't get along with shy people.
Okay, Ife, let me come to you. What's your take?
I think what Reno is saying is making a lot of sense. This is 2018, and then we've seen this happen more times than one. In recent times, people propose to their men. If you've been dating the guy for long and then it still doesn't propose, ladies go down on one knee and propose.
But that doesn't mean he's shy. No, we're talking about even the relationship before the proposal.
No. I'm just talking about it generally, that it doesn't really matter. It doesn't count anymore. Anybody is allowed to propose. If you meet a shy guy and you like him...
Why would you even consider proposing to a man? sorry to any of the
That's the
women.
thing. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's a different topic you're bringing into right now.
I'm just saying that if people do that now, so how difficult can it be
ratio of people
to tell?
now? The men still.
No, I'm not pulling out statistics here. I'm not talking statistically. I'm just telling you that this happens. Do you understand? And in this case, if you
see the reason why I have an issue with what you said is that it's not shyness that makes them not want to follow through to marriage.
No, you guys are not getting my point.
I get your point.
Yeah, my point is if ladies can propose to men these days, so why can't a woman see a shy guy she likes? Now you get it.
Now I get it.
Yeah. So why can't a woman see a guy she likes who is shy and she approaches him and lets him know how she feels? Maybe that way she might even break the ice and the guy stops being shy and then he also expresses his feelings back. This is 2018. And it's not a matter, like Omokri said, it's not a matter of low self-esteem because some women will be like, no, that's like I'm chasing after a man, I'm belittling myself and all that. No, that's not the case.
Yeah, it is.
But if let me ask you, do you think anyone that comes to you, any lady that comes to you that way, saying, she wants to have a relationship with you, would you not consider her forward, or would you find that attractive, or would you find that ridiculous?
I find that very fascinating, and then
Did you see Lakwe's reaction?
I would find that very fascinating. Yes.
Fascinating.
Of course he would. That's a very safe answer. Fascinating. What's so fascinating about her coming and say, I really like you?
Well, I don't understand why we think this is strange, but
no one's saying it's strange. No one's saying it doesn't happen.
Well, like you said,
do it, yes or no?
each to their own.
Yeah.
So I think everybody has a way of
like I said, in your
about
case, you would not.
Yeah, in my case, I won't find anything wrong with it, especially if I am a shy guy, which I am not clearly.
That's what I'm saying.
If I was a shy guy and then a woman walked up to me, and even now, if I pretend to be shy and then a lady walks up to me, I'll still find it very fascinating. Like, great, good stuff. I like you too.
Even if she's not a 10er.
Well, if I'm not attracted to her, then what's the point of her telling me she likes me?
She might be attracted to you.
So you won't find it fascinating?
No, I wouldn't find it fascinating. No, then she has to be my type of woman. That's why I only find myself. 9
times out of 10 is not usually the case though, because I
can't believe we're having this conversation.
9 times out is not usually the case. Well, depending on who is coming to tell you they like you, yes, that's when you find it. Okay, so maybe you guys have a point.
And that's when it gets really awkward, because that's like, imagine, right, a guy is shy, or he might just not like you at all. And you've got the vibe that, he's just a bit shy, I'm just going to go straight in. And then you look stupid because he's just I'm not shy, I just don't like you. What? No. Definitely not me.
But I have seen some guys turn down some girls, and then those girls will come back.
That's what I'm saying. These things happen all the time. Like, girls tell guys they like them all the time.
Really?
I've gone out on Friday nights that you get girls being the ones to tell you, what's up? What are you doing afterwards? Do you understand?
Yeah.
And
you mean you've never called a guy to say, let's have lunch?
Me or Joe Lakwe Banjo call a guy to say, let's have lunch? No.
Yeah, like
or let's have drinks or something like that.
If he's not my friend,
and then we kick it off from there. So I don't think it's a big deal. This is stuff that happen on a daily basis.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm sure if we check now and we do a poll about this, you'd find a lot of men saying, no, that happened. That just happened to me yesterday. A girl walked up to me to tell me she likes me. So it's not a big deal. So I don't know why.
Lakwe, I don't understand where you because
it's a feminist thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
What? Are you joking?
I'm just joking.
No, but that would have been the opposite. Clearly, you still don't know what it means after all this time.
I'm just joking.
No, because I know, but like that. If I was if I am a feminist.
Babes, pipe down.
I'm just letting you know that feminists would do the opposite.
I was just.
Okay, but like I still want to understand where you're coming from, because your facial expression, I didn't really understand
I don't think women should do that. Like men do the chasing.
Do you think it's beneath women to do that?
It's not beneath. Like I said in the beginning, each to your own.
Okay.
But traditionally and like normally, men do the chasing. I will not go and, even if I liked him, it's not meant to be. Then in that case,
I think that's just pride.
Yeah, well then it's pride. I'm prideful.
No, proud is the word.
I can also say I'm prideful.
Okay, yeah, I have heard.
Yep. Cheers. Thanks.
Oh dear.
It's really awkward.
So, final thoughts on this?
Ladies, if you like your man, go for it. Look at what Tamar Braxton is doing. We don't know who went for who, but like you obviously noticed, she's, like you said, or like you think.
No, but we don't know that.
Into this guy way more than, and she's expressing it. But some women would be into you, but they would still not express how much they're into you. So I think women should take a cue from what Tamar is doing. Be appreciative of your man. And if you like something, go for it. Be a go-getter. Go get it. Simple.
Lakwe, we're waiting for you.
Yeah, what he said.
What, you believe?
Yeah.
Okay. I think, unless you have anything else, I think that's what we're going to call it a day. Anything else to add?
Nope, absolutely nothing to add to that.
All right. That's where we're going to wrap up on Tea Time this morning. Join us